say good day, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to another beautiful episode of Naija Palave on Liberating Nigeria. Not just any other episode, but an informative and entertaining episode of Naija Palave on Liberating Nigeria. And don't be deceived, because I started on a gentle note doesn't mean I will continue or end on a gentle note. Too many talk to talk today. Too many talk to talk today. But before we proceed, DJ, Jammy, Fuji, rock.
Ain't me Baonio in Hausa, Sanu, in Igbo, Kedu Kodi. Orúkọ mi ni Òyìnbó Rẹ̀bẹ̀, Fuji rock, Fuji gyration. Listen attentively. Listen attentively. I am going to go to a Fuji chamber. I need your Fuji lady. Elbere mole kemara. Enewa upstanding kemando. Nigeria, Ijope Reda. Ijope Wale.
Now they bust my brain. I welcome you back to our channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, 1 million old, and if you're a new subscriber, I welcome you to our channel. So this is Naija Palave, where we bring to you news stories about politics, education, religion, and so on and so forth, but in a more comic and relaxed way. And I am here with me, myself, and my humble eye, Lizzie Anda. And last week we spoke about SARS youth were protesting on Twitter, but this time around they have taken the protest off Twitter to real life Twitter. SARS must end. There has to be an end to this, and this protest was led by some of our celebrities like Falz the Bad Guy, we had to make Adeoye, Aisha Yesufu, Mr. Macaroni, Davido, and so on and so forth, in their numbers, coming to say that this has to stop. Enough of the police brutality, enough of these people harassing and treating us like animals, killing our youth day by day. They say the future belongs to the youth. If we die, who will be the youth? Who will lead the future? Would these old people still come and do what they've been doing over and over again, and then the lives of our youth are, going off the rail, and we will do nothing about it? No. So the youth took the protest off Twitter to realize it was a peaceful protest, but the SARS and the police were still out there harassing people, shooting, spraying water, spraying tear gas, all of those stuff. I mean, who does that in a democratic country where the citizens have the right to have a peaceful protest, and you are doing all of those? This has to stop. On Sunday, 12th of October, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, said that they have banned SARS again. My people, say with me, again. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, they are saying it for the second time, that they have abolished it, a total end, full stop to SARS operation in all the 36 states in Nigeria. But we are not satisfied. The youth are not satisfied. They gave us 5 things we should know about the SARS being abolished, and it's as though they are still there. And number 1 says that the Inspector General of Police has to dissolve the Special Anti-Robbery Squad across all the 36 state commands and the Federal Capital Territory with immediate effect. Okay, that has been said over the years, so what is happening this time? What is the difference? Number 2 says all officers and the men serving in the unit will be redeployed to other police commands, formation, and units. Other officers that were serving before. That means that we still have the same set of people in the system. If somebody is bearing Peter and is a thief, and they change his name to Andrew, he is still a thief. So what is the difference? They're still in the system. They're still going to be killing, and they're still going to be, treating citizens like animals. So, sir, what are you abolishing? These people are still in the system. It was okay for you to say that, okay, Okada men can no longer operate, like they should go back to their houses. It was okay for you to say that. And then these people, does that mean those people does not have family members? You're still bringing them in the system. So what exactly is going on that you don't want us to know about? What exactly is happening? Number 3 says that a new policy and arrangement for tackling the offences of armed robbery and other violent crimes will be unveiled to the public soon. And you know it. When the government says soon, hello, we can wait like forever for it to be effected. Even Labour that said that they were going to extend the strike by 2 weeks. Hello, did you read it? That they had also extended it by 1 week. So soon will be forever. Soon can be forever. Don't come and make us feel like we are gullibles or we are fools. We are not. Oh God, these people are going to make me serious for the end of the show, but no. But this has to stop. That is why the youth are saying we are not satisfied. Number 4 says that a citizen and strategic stakeholders forum will be launched to provide an avenue for citizens to regularly interface and advise the public authority on issues touching on the general public. Okay, don't let me even drop the queue. Let me go to number 5. To deal with the report of crimes committed against citizens, an investigative team will be constituted, which will include civil society organization and corporates will be punished. Is a lie. I think what is actually happening is they feel like, okay, let us give them what they want to hear. Let us tell them that they are going to ban the SARS. And then, okay, we go back to our houses, hoping that will stop. And it doesn't. So why give us some list of 5 things we should know, and at the end of the day, it is still the same thing. We are not fools anymore. We are not gullibles. This has to stop. The youth didn't stop. They also came out with 5 things they also want the government to do about the SARS movement and police brutality. Number 1 of it is that immediate release of all arrested protesters. It is a peaceful protest, but they are arresting protesters. This country is, I don't want to say bad things, but why would you arrest a peaceful protester? Why? So the citizens are saying, number 1, that they should immediately release the protesters that were arrested. Number 2 says that justice for all deceased victims of police brutality and appropriate compensation for their families. You know, like I said about Jimo that died, I could not even watch the video of his father till the end. And so people are still saying we want SARS in Katsina. Like, let me go back because I'm already feeling so bad. They should compensate their families. These people that they've lost their loved ones to this saga, to this movement. The government should compensate them, and not just compensate them and give them some chicken money or chicken change. No, compensate them well. We know we cannot buy the life of their child back. We know we cannot buy the life of those that they've lost back. But then, compensate their family members. They are not animals. Thank you. Number 3 says that setting up an independent body to oversee the investigation and prosecution of all reports of police misconduct within 10 days. That is, set up a body. When citizens, report that this is happening at so place, this particular police, this particular officer is treating me in a way that is not humanly, set up an independent body that would investigate and see to the misconduct. Not like everything has to go, because even the police, they feel like what thing they go do, they will report, and at the end of the day it will go down the drill. Nothing is going to happen. That has to stop. You need to treat us like we are citizens. We placed you there. We placed the government there. So stop treating us like, okay, we are there already, we can stamp on their feet and treat them like nobodies. No. I'm still serious, but wait, I'm going to finish this story and I'll become unserious again. Number 4 says that in line with the new Policy Act, psychological evaluation and retraining to be confirmed by an independent body of all disbanded SARS officers before they can be redeployed. Okay, fine, you want to redeploy them to other units, but before you do that, make sure that they go through some training, retraining, train them again, let them learn and unlearn and relearn. Train them that this is this, that is that. I feel like everybody just feel like, okay, I am jobless, I need to get a job, and then they go to the police and then they give them a job just like that without having any evaluation, no test, no psychological moment. Some of them are mad. They are madmen in black uniforms, and then they just go there and they give them the uniform, and then they begin to showcase their madness up and down and begin to assault citizens. It's not like that. I mean, there should be some levels. If you pass level 1, you get to level 2, you don't pass it, get out. You are not wanted. We don't want you. So don't just give them uniforms. I know a policeman that beat his wife. His wife took him to court. At the end of the day, He went scot-free because what is a man in black uniforms, and they feel like they are above the law and nothing can happen to them. This has to stop. This is brutal. This is evil. This does not make any sense, and it has to stop. Number 5 on the list that the citizens want the government to address is that increase police salary so that they are adequately compensated for protecting lives and property of citizens. Yes, increase their salary, pay them well so that they don't go on street and start saying, oga, waiting you go collect for weekend now. Show us love now. Like, hey, hello, Nigeria, my country. Increase their salary so that they do not do all these things again. Make them feel like, okay, my salary is enough to take care of me and my children. If you feel like you have to reduce the number of officers in each state, do that. If you feel like you have to shut down a particular budget, or take some part of the budget to fill this up, do it so that they can hold their money and do what they have to do. Let them feel like, okay, I'm not just doing this action to protect the lives of the citizens. I'm also doing it because there's a compensation that is okay for me and my family members. Increase their salary. Make them feel like I am okay with what the government is paying me, and not just some ordinary chicken change that they'll not be killing us and assaulting us because we refuse to give them bribes. No, it's not done that way. Citizens also wanted to hear from Buhari. What was that? Ikuku came and then he addressed the citizens. What did he say? Same old stories, same old things. The
disbanding of SARS is only the first step in our commitment to extensive police reform in order to ensure that the primary duty of the police and other law enforcement agencies remains the protection of lives and livelihoods of our people. We will also ensure that all those responsible for misconduct or wrongful acts are brought to justice. We also deeply regret the loss of life of the young man in Oyo State during the recent demonstrations. I have directed that the circumstances of his death should be thoroughly investigated. Meanwhile, it is important to recognize that the vast majority of men and women of the police force are hardworking and diligent in performing their duties. The few bad eggs should not be allowed to tarnish the image and reputation of the force.
I beg you, they are good, but then we don't see them all the time. We see the bad eggs majority of the time. So don't say few bad eggs. Majority of them are bad eggs. Well, sir, we've had you, but then attend to our needs as well. We don't do this all the time. Let us leave. Let us leave. We don't want a face to this thing. We don't want a leader to this thing.
We don't need anybody to ask us for any leader. We don't have any leader here. We're all one. And I feel like they're angry because we're coming out here as lazy Nigerian youths to ask to protest, because it's our right to exercise now. Why are you shooting at us? Why are you shooting at us? I mean, just started though. We just said we will still tackle Buhari. He has been a bad boy. He has been a bad boy. I was coming, I live in Okota, and as I was coming here, the roads are bad. No lights. Education, zero. And we are just asking for you to stop killing us. We just want to live. I mean, you want people to... Well, obviously, we will embarrass you now. International disgrace. That's what they like. And we will embarrass you. We're here, Guinea Bar. You will kill us. We're here. We're here.
We commend every youth out there. We see what you're doing, and that's a thumbs up. You're not following the trend of the past generation. We are standing up to say that our voices matter. Our voices matter, and we can also use this same energy to combat bad governance. This is the beginning. Our voices have to be heard, and that is a good one. And we can use this same energy come 2023 and use our voters card to vote the right person in, not just the same party, APC, PDP, doing the same thing. This one will come and say, okay, I'm going to be different from this other person. And at the end of the day, it is the same rice and beans story. It is the same rice and beans governance. A single platform has to be set. A single platform that would enlighten the voters come 2023 for the right person. And that is why we at Naija Palave is such a platform, and we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification bell so you will get notified when we put out content. Like, comment, share, and also follow us on our Instagram page at Liberating_Nigeria, so that by 2023. No nonsense, because this cannot continue. Don't come and feed us with the same stories you fed our fathers, and you feel like we are going to be quiet and look at you like, oh, continue, that is our president, that is our governor. No, we are saying no to that. The current governor and the candidate of All Progressive Party, Akeredolu, has won the October 9, 2020 gubernatorial election in Ondo State. Congratulations, so your second term. I hope this is better than the previous one. Well, during the debate, the governor had specific projects to talk about, though he also had problems like increasing school fees and stopping formal government free healthcare for pregnant women and kids. But he had project examples to talk about. Obaseki, on the other end, did not have that to talk about, and that is the major difference. Well, now that you have emerged the winner, now that you are the governor again, you also need to reduce school fees and restore the good healthcare program. Healthcare is more important than roads.
The Nigerian people don't want to do the work. You all don't want to organize. You want to march on the streets and do chaos and roar and break everything and shout, hey, and but that is not the work. That is emotions, right? The work that will liberate us means that as we are protesting on the street, we're also creating the platform that will take power from our oppressor. You want to gather, but how many of you are joining movements? How many of you are dedicating yourselves?
Yes, Liberating Nigeria, a guide to winning elections and reviving our country, with forward by human rights law Mr. Femi Falana's son, was written exactly to explain how we can take over power from our oppressors. Just as Seun Kuti has said, though we do not support revolution and socialism as Mr. Seun Kuti does, we fully agree with him that the ultimate solution to our problem is for Nigerians to gather together in one voice to take political power from APC and PDP. Without political power, we cannot achieve much. Back to Oblelele of Lekon. Today we are not even dancing about the Oblelele of Lekon, because what happened does not lelele at all. Why would the governor of Ogun State give Lekon 5 million naira? Why? Oh, you want to know what happened? I'll be like, maybe I'm just ranting, I don't know what I'm saying. Well, the governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, has announced the winner of 2020 Big Brother Naija Season 5 lockdown, Lekon, as the youth ambassador of the state. Not just that, the governor, while congratulating him on the success of the TV show, said, "We are not only celebrating you, we have decided to make you youth ambassador of Ogun State. I want to motivate you and motivate others. We are even giving you a 3-bedroom bungalow, and in addition to that, we'll be giving you 5 million naira." Sir, that doesn't make any iota of sense. That is arrant nonsense. That is misplaced priority of the highest order. Split that money. Give different, people of Ogun State, like say 200,000 naira. 200,000 naira is even too much. Give them 100,000 naira and tell them to use to set up their business. It will go a very long way. You now give him 5 million naira, 5 million naira. Somebody that just won 85 million naira. Like, why? Why now? Why? It doesn't make sense. We are not telling him that you want to use it to motivate other youth. You have only set the fact that you cannot make it in life until you go to Big Brother Naija. That is the only thing you have to. That is the only thing. Because this doesn't make sense. How many of Ogun State students have you awarded? How many of the first class students in Ogun State have you awarded? Like, okay, you march or you graduated with a first class, so we are giving you so amount. Nothing! Nothing. Pension, nothing. Good roads, nothing. They're not giving him 5. But that doesn't make sense. Sir, please. People are saying a whole lot of things that I do not want to say right here, because it will sound like an insult to your governance. But then, sir, maybe you should go to Twitter and read it by yourself. Thank you. And we have come to the end of today's show of Naija Palave on Liberating Nigeria. I apologize that this girl was not as lively as she was last week, because the stories in our report today is nothing that should even make me smile. I hope next week is going to be better, because all the energy that I did not use today, I'm going to bring it next week and we're going to have it. And please do not forget to like, do not forget to comment, do not forget to share, do not forget to subscribe, and do not forget to hit the bell and so that you can get notified when we drop beautiful, amazing, informative, entertainment content like this. So they'll come your way next time. I am Lysianda of Lagos. See you same time, same YouTube. Same Naija Palave on Liberating Nigeria next time. Bye for now. Kodi Odabo Sanjima. Goodbye.